the ill-fated T-shirts of Boys State 2017 and their remarkable journey.
Hello and welcome to Texas Boys State News. I'm Paul Peralta.
And I'm Callum Parks.
Honor, integrity, and passion. These are just some of the qualities possessed by members here at Boys State selected to practice a mock government. This program has been teaching young men for 77 years about the ways our nation works.
As a mock government, Boys State focuses heavily on one of the most important aspects of the American legal system: elections. Today, candidates ran for city, county, and state positions. Before the election process began, we sent reporters to go meet with the current Boys State governor.
I'm here with Governor Scotty Welsh, interviewing him on his time at Boys State, and he's reflecting it. So, Scotty, what does Boys State mean to you?
For me, Boys State means just the family, the friends. I mean, the group here is an awesome collection of guys from around the state. Being able to establish friendships and network that will go on throughout your life, that's very important.
What was your favorite part when you went to Boys State?
Honestly, and personally, my favorite part was giving speeches, just getting up there, feeling the energy of a crowd, feeling the energy of what was going on here. That was really exciting.
And why did you decide to come back to Boys State even this year?
Yes. I don't know. I just wanted to give back to the program that had given me so much, and that might sound a little cliche, but it's straight from the heart. The guys here that I worked with, they're incredible people. Some of them come back to work with me again, and just the bond we have, and being able to influence the next generation, the leaders that are going to be leading our state and our country, hopefully.
Thanks, Clark, for that interview. Sounds like Scotty really utilized his time at Boys State last year.
Sounds like he really did. Next, we move on to a citizen who shares his opinion on voting.
I see that you voted.
Yes, I did.
Why do you think it's important to get involved and vote on local issues in your community?
Because even though as a singularity you might not mean that much, as a collective individual of your city, it is very important to keep in track and in date with your important events. Even if you don't have a particular issue, you should have your certain opinions known, and that is reflected upon who you vote for and why you vote.
Thanks, Clark, for the insight. Joey brought up some interesting points here that we should all take into account. Go and vote. It is our most important responsibility as a member of society.
Speaking of insight, earlier today, Blake Dollar provided me with some excellent insight into the Boys State Samsung Scholarship. Here's what he had to say. Hello, my name is Callum Parks.
And I'm Blake Dollar.
And I'm here to talk with Blake about the Samsung Scholarship. Blake, would you mind telling us, what is the Samsung Scholarship?
Yeah, of course. The Samsung Scholarship is a scholarship provided for students that are entering college. It is a scholarship that allows people that have had past relatives that have fought in either the Vietnam, World War I, World War II, or the Civil War, and have served the country. It allows the students that are entering college to have a range of $5,000 to $10,000 of a scholarship to either use towards their school or give back to the community or just in a way help others.
Could you please tell us about the relative in your family that has served?
Yeah, of course. My dad's grandpa was the man who served. He was in the Navy. He was a communications specialist.
All right, thank you, Blake, for joining us and telling us about the Samsung Scholarship, and thank you, Boys State, for providing this opportunity to the descendants of those who have served in our armed forces. Listen up. As the week goes on, you're going to want to stay updated. Thanks to the power of social media, you can. Throughout the week, we will be live tweeting through our @TBSN35 Twitter account. The Texas Boys State Twitter and the Texas Boys State Instagram will be featuring events and people. Do you have something interesting about yourself? Talk to your mayor, and you could be featured on one of those accounts. And for your parents, please send them the link to the Facebook. They want to see what you're doing. One last reminder, UT is a very big campus. There is a map on page 52 of your handbooks, but there is also a large, better interactive map on the University of Texas at Austin app.
Now we go over to Jackson for the weather report.
I'm Jackson Blair here at Texas Boys State, and it's a beautiful day in Austin. Right now, the temperature is fairly warm, and it should get higher as we go throughout the day. Today, our recreational events start, and so let's hope it cools down just in time for our boys to go out and compete. Let's look at the rest of the week. Tuesday, we have a high of 93 and a low of 75. Wednesday, we have a high of 95 and a low of 74. Thursday, we have a high of 97 and another low of 74. And Friday, our last day here at Boys State, we have a high of 99 and a low of 73. And that's it for the weather.
Thank you, Jackson, for the forecast. For 77 years, the Color Guard and Band of Texas Boys State have held the utmost respect for our flag, Old Glory. This paramount ceremony of lowering the United States flag concludes the day's governmental activities and serves as an opportunity for each individual to pay respect to this emblem of freedom. For more than 3/4 of a century, young men have been taught by our American Legion what it means to be an American and what it means to be a man. It's now our turn to uphold these responsibilities. I'm Paul Peralta.
And I'm Callum Parks.
And thank you for tuning in to Texas Boys State News. Have a wonderful evening.